Yo, what's up, y'all? All right, this one should be a good one. This is a true story. This is a walk and talk. Come on, y'all. Go ahead and vibe with me. Walk with me. I'm about to take my dogs for a walk. The walk and talks are normally designed for your listening enjoyment, for listening, for audio. I do a walk and talk sometime during the day, depending on my schedule, where you can see the dogs. But I take my dogs for a walk, and I like to discuss certain topics. This one right here is going to be a true story, my opinion, my thoughts on one of the most unattractive females I've ever been with that I wish I would have kept. Story of the ugly duckling. Let's go. Okay, so basically, the rain had passed for a second. It was raining pretty hard. So it passed for a second. So I'm gonna take my boys for a walk real quick, get them both their cardio in. Come outside real quick before I go do my training. No pull. And I wanna share this story. I'm going to stop. I'm going to protect, and I'm gonna change the names to protect the innocent. You know what I'm saying? But this is a true story. This is really how I felt, and it's just we all know our sexual market value. We all know, some of us know that we're more handsome than the average person, average man, and some women know that they are prettier than the average girl, and some of them, and you know, we all have our good days and our bad days. Sometimes we feel attractive, sometimes we don't. But anyways, a little history about me. I've always been fortunate to be a handsome, comely man. From a young boy to now, thank God, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, of course, there's there's men that are more handsome than I am. But we're not talking about them, talking about me. But I'm saying that to say that all my life, I've always had pretty women. Pretty women. I'm talking about gorgeous girls. And I got homies that might be on my channel who are subscribed. If they ever make time to watch the videos, they can attest to it. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to compete like that when we were younger. We used to compete on who had the prettiest girl. Well, at this time of my life, I'm in my mid-20s. I've gone through some stuff. I had just moved from California, and I'm out here in Atlanta. And you know, at the time I was going to this little church. I can say the name of the church. Pretty big church, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how we met, but I think I know the church had a little singles ministry and all that type of stuff. And we might have met through there, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember. But we both was visiting that church. She was going to it and I was going to it. And I don't remember how we actually decided to link up. These boys, my dogs are not scared of cars. They just be walking so close to the cars when they pass by. I got to get these guys some reflector gear, some new leashes and stuff like that. I got to look into that because I got to protect my dogs. But anyways, so how we met, I don't remember how we met. But Are we in contact? No. Now, no. Would I love to meet her or see her currently today? Yes, I would. But I think I did her dirty, y'all. I wasn't right. I wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I have a good heart, pure heart, and all that type of stuff. But I also had ego, and it was several stages of life I still had to learn from in certain experiences. But basically, let me see, what could I call her? I like her name so much too. Let me see, what could I call her? Sweetheart. I'm gonna call her Sweetheart. Because she was such a sweetheart. She was such a sweetheart. And I don't know if the future allows us to cross paths again unless you ever come across my YouTube channel. If I get too much detail, then she'd know that it was her. But Sweetheart, we became good friends. Come on. Like I have like my house now. I've always been blessed and fortunate to have houses and stuff. And when I first moved out here, I bought a house. And I was 20? I bought it at 25. And I was 26 when we met. And basically, we were cool. We were both, on fire for the Lord and all that type of stuff. And according to our little understanding at the time. And I had dreams, she had dreams. She had dreams about helping people, and I had dreams about helping people. You know what I'm saying? And basically, two young people vibing out for the Lord. We were impressed by each other's ambitions and stuff like that. So we just was hanging out. Nothing too serious. I was into buying houses and stuff like that. I was going to real estate school and all that type of stuff. And she had her own little thing that she had going on. And the common denominator was we both loved the Lord, you know what I'm saying? So basically, we ended up just hanging out, just being cool, copacetic. And I was real cool. I had a 4-bedroom house, a brand new house, just me, like I have now, just a big old giant house to myself. And that's nothing new to me. I've lived like this for a very long time. Majority of all my adult life, I've had my own. Thank God for that. But basically, scenario was like, you can rent a room out or whatever the case may be. Now, this woman, but I call her beautiful. I think I called her beautiful. Beautiful. She was a skinny girl. Skinniest girl I ever had. Entertained. She was skinny, but she had a nice little small booty on her. And I'm telling y'all this, women, because I want y'all to understand that you don't have to look like a supermodel to really win somebody's heart. She had a small little apple bottom booty, little small booty, skinny girl. And she had nice little sized breasts, you know what I'm saying? And basically, cute little lips, pretty long black hair. She had a big nose for her face. I'm like, oh my goodness. And she had a birthmark on her face. A big birthmark on her face that you could not cover with makeup. You could not do anything. And that was the most challenging thing to get over, was her birthmark. But she was so smart. She was so soft-spoken. She was cool. You know, I was cool. I'm rough around the edges at times, and very, very much a man's man. And but we just vibed out. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up moving into my crib, and she just had I forgot, maybe she was gonna get another crib. I forgot the details. This is over 20 years ago. And I think she was gonna get another crib, but at the meantime, I told her, like, you can come stack your money in my crib or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna tell you how the story didn't end, but I'm not gonna get too much detail. But and we never made love. We never went that far. Got close. And make a long story short, we would go different places, and my respect for her, I would see past the birthmark. After a while, I didn't really notice the birthmark, and I liked her so much. And the crazy part about it, this is the kicker, ladies, like, her experience with men wasn't that many. She probably had a handful of men in her life. And me, I have been very experienced with women by that age. And I'm talking about gorgeous females. And when I had met her, I was going to this one gym, and there was this one girl that I was checking for. Pretty girl. And I didn't see her very much at the gym, but every once in a while, at the time I had a type. I had liked it, light-skinned chicks with green eyes, hazel eyes, and this girl at the gym, she had that. And I'd only see her every once in a while, so I like working out, but there was a time where I was really going to the gym to come across her. You know what I'm saying? So back to the pretty girl, my little ugly duckling. We would vibe out. And at one time we ended up kicking it in my master bedroom, and we were watching a movie together. And like I said, she's probably like 110 pounds. Little perky breasts, little small, little round booty. She was skinny as heck, but she had little bumps where they needed to be bumps. You know what I'm saying? And that was cool. I had to find something that I liked about her, being that she just didn't have the face that I was used to. You know what I'm saying? But we're getting to the climax now, because when we're in my master bedroom and we kicking it and stuff like that, we end up kissing. And let me tell you, when I kissed this ugly duckling, I wanted to bite her because her lips were so amazing. The way we kissed was so amazing. And I'm going to tell you this now, this is 20 years later. I've never kissed a woman with such passion since then. And that's 20-something years. And I've been in several relationships since then. I've never kissed a woman like I kissed her to this day in my life. And she happened to be probably the most ugliest girl I ever been with. And I'm just using the word ugly as dramatic because she wasn't the most attracted to me. I mean, I wasn't that attracted to her. But let me tell you, her feminine energy, her soft touch, mixed with the way how masculine I am, it was a perfect blend. And I wish the way we communicated, how soft she was, how we made up, and how she, I like working out and all that type of stuff. And she was just waking up, working out with me at the house and stuff like that, just doing the regular old stuff. And I noticed there was one time, because she wasn't trying to give it up to me. She wasn't trying to have sex, and we were making out in that master bedroom. I'm like, geez, she was so small. I would watch movies and she would just lay on my back, and it was like she wasn't even there. And I never had that experience because I've had little girls that weigh a little bit more than her. So her being that small, her being that small was such a different experience. And I liked it. It was different. It was beautiful. And so it was such I never really shared this with her because we were just in the moment. It was such an experience, and it was so different, so unique to me. But I know I made her bottom lip bleed one time because just kissing her was just something else. How she kissed me back, the texture and the thickness of her lips. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I'm just 20 years later and I'm still like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, jeez, this girl, whoo. So, and like I said, trust me, I was telling how many women I've been with since meeting her. And then I end up finally seeing the woman that I was attracted to at the gym. I end up exchanging numbers with her, and because of getting her number and her chopping it up with her, and then the ugly duckling being my roommate, it was uncomfortable for the ugly duckling, and I did break a rule. I told her, I wouldn't have people over at the house, and she, definitely couldn't have nobody at the house because it was just my house. I wasn't about to allow you just be having folks at my house. I'm a real private person. But she started to change up. There was a time where, when we were making out, I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could easily be my girl. What's up? But she would be playing hard to get. And when you get the bird's eye view, hindsight 2020, when we wake up at 6 or 5 o'clock in the morning to work out, she'll have her little biker shorts on and her little top, but she'll have red lipstick on. And she'll be doing a little stretching and all that stuff with me and all that. And I'm like, damn. And her nice ass lips, like, why you put red lipsticks on? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So it was like you really trying to finesse me when we can just really get it cracking and be an item. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna beg her. I wasn't stressing her like that. I was a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping. I'm fresh in Atlanta. Like, girl, stop. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up meeting the chick at the gym, and we became an item. And since her and I became an item, me and the ugly duckling got into it. And the ugly duckling, she had to move out, and me and the other chick had became an item. And me and the other lady, we were an item for like 4 or 5 years. We kicked it tough, you know what I'm saying? And her and I, we were down. We had a good relationship. I had cool experiences with her. That's a whole another story. That's several stories that I speak on about with her. But, the story is like me being a fly cat, and, what I liked about the ugly duckling was how when she was touched, how when she was kissed, how she was into it. I was talking to a colleague of mine, and I'm like, I'm not getting with a woman who doesn't express the sensuality and the affection and the joy of the touch of a kiss. You know what I'm saying? All those things are important to a man. And how many women since then have I been with who kissing them, it was like nothing to them. It was like they were so used to the affection where they weren't able to express feminine passion. It was just like another day at the freaking grocery store, so to speak, where it was nothing new. But I remember the ugly duckling. It was she was passionate. She wasn't the most passionate female I've been with, but she was very passionate. And although, I mean, yeah, I'm calling her ugly duckling for the sake of the video, and yeah, she wasn't the most attractive chick. She's even when even currently, like at least 2 or 3 months ago, I had tried to Google her and all that type of stuff to see if I could contact her to reach out to her, and nothing showed up but just a picture. And when I was telling my homeboy about her, like I'm sharing with you guys, and then I saw the picture, I was reminded like, she got ugly, you know what I'm saying? No lie. But I've always been a mature person where I wasn't so superficial. Now I had homeboys who would have women that were gorgeous, and they would be like, nah, she got big ankles. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I would marry her type stuff based upon just how she looked. Not saying I would marry her because of how she looked, but her looks were so satisfying. Come on, Dirty. Her looks were so satisfying and pleasing where I'm like, damn, bro, you don't want to mess with her because of the ankles? Beautiful chicks, you know what I'm saying? Are you know, just with stupid reasons why, you know, I'm like, come on, man. Now, good stop. The ugly duckling, I'm sure if she's still single, the reason why she's single is because of that birthmark on her face. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because of her personality. It's because, oh, we gotta speed up, it's starting to rain. It ain't because of her personality, or, you know, she doesn't have a nice petite body. It's just come sometimes it's kind of hard to get over something so big as a big giant birthmark on her face. Like, she had pretty skin, brown complexion, and she had a big black birthmark that covered half of her face. And I'm like, damn. So I would guess anybody who've encountered her who didn't choose her maybe just didn't choose her because of that reason. And come on. And I was mature then, although there was another girl that I wanted, and then the other girl being available for me kind of like pushed us in different directions. But even to this day, yeah, she probably won't forgive me or moved on or probably has some bitterness towards me. And I wouldn't get with her because of how I ended that relationship. She might just want some get back. So I probably wouldn't feel confident enough to really get into a relationship with her today, in today's time, even though that was down there 15, 20 years ago. You don't know how people are when it comes to revenge or whatever the case. So basically,